Hey guys, it's Jake here with eTrailer. Today we're going to go over the few simple steps that it takes to remove a trailer tire from your trailer. Now there's a couple of different reasons of why you would need to do this. One of the biggest ones is that you're out on the road and you end up blowing a tire. That's going to be the most stressful situation, so hopefully our tips and tricks will help make it a little bit smoother for you when you're changing that tire. Another reason is if you're at home and you just need to swap out your tires for new tires, and you maybe ordered new rims and tires from somewhere, this will help you with that also. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, no matter what type of method you're using to lift your trailer, whether that be a jack or any other sources, is you're going to want to chock the other side of your trailer. And basically what this is designed for is it's just designed to keep you safe whether you're connected to your tow vehicle or not while you're changing your tire. The next thing before you lift the trailer in the air at all is you're going to need to break your lug nuts loose because they should be torqued down to a certain spec. So basically you want your tire on the ground, whether it's flat or inflated, and then put your tire iron on, and you can get one of these 4-ways. We have plenty of them, or you may already have one yourself, and just break each one of these lug nuts loose because the tire is going to want to spin once it's up in the air. With your lug nuts broke loose, we can place our jack underneath our trailer frame. You do not want to be lifting your trailer from the axle itself. You want to try to lift it from the frame if you can. I'm just using a jack for my truck that came with it. Usually that's the thing people are going to use the most because that's what they're going to have on hand when they get a flat. Now if you're at your house, you can easily use a floor jack or any other type of lifting device that you have. But it is a good idea to get familiar with where your jack is located for both the safety of your vehicle and your trailer. And you want to make sure that your jack is rated to lift the trailer that you're lifting before you decide to use it for an application like this. So we got our jack in place. You can see here we're on this section of frame, and we're going to lift up from there. And once you've got your trailer raised high enough in the air, your tire will be able to spin freely. Just keep in mind, if you do have a flat tire, it's going to be quite a bit lower, so you may have to raise your trailer a little bit more in order to get your new tire back on. Then all you have to do is just remove your lug nuts. Now you can do this with your 4-way or your whatever wrench that you might have. You can also do it with an impact if you have one. Most people are not going to carry those in their vehicle with them all the time, but they are very convenient if you do have to change a tire. Once all your lug nuts are removed, you can take your tire off. Now you'll just take your new or your spare tire if you're out on the road, and it's easiest to slide one lug nut on, or one post on first, and then slide the rest on afterwards. And when you're putting your lug nuts on, you just want to make sure you're not cross-threading them. And then I always like to thread them all the way in by hand. It doesn't rightly matter what order you put them on. I just always like to thread them on just so I make sure that I'm not cross-threading or there's not anything wrong with the threads. Now before you lower your trailer tire back onto the ground to torque everything down, since these are only hand tight, I do like to take your 4-way or whatever device you use to get them off to just give them a little bit of a tightening. It's not going to take much. I just like them to be tight, tighter than it would be with your hand. And you notice I'm going in a star pattern. That's basically so that it's even distribution of pressure. And you don't want to do that when you're torquing them down too. So basically, if it's a 5, you just go in a star pattern. And if it's a 6, just go straight across and then move over one as you go down the line. Now we need to lower our trailer and remove our jack so we can torque down our lug nuts. You can see how much time this is taking to use this jack. Again, if it's the only thing you have, it's a lifesaver, but we have tools that make it a lot faster to do this, especially if you're on the side of the road. Now you'll need to take a torque wrench and torque down your lug nuts to the specifications for your wheel, tire, and axle setup. If you don't have a torque wrench, we have a couple available on our website, or you can find them for rent, usually at your local auto parts store. And you want to make sure, again, you're tightening these or torquing these down in this star pattern. And as you go around, I like to go around once completely because you can see they're really loose right now. And then go around one more time. Now, if you don't want to use a traditional style of jacking up your trailer, putting the wheel chocks in, stuff like that, you can use what we have here is the Baylock Easy Jack. And what you do is you basically stick this in front or behind whichever tire you're not changing. So in our case, we're gonna be changing out the rear. And so we're gonna set it in front of the front tire, and then all you do is you roll up on it and it's going to jack up the other axle. From here, once you've got your front tire up in place, you can see our rear tire is already up in the air, and we've had to do little to no effort. All you have to do is put that wheel chock jack in place and then roll forward with your vehicle. From here, you do the exact same thing as you would if you're removing it with a jack. I can tell you from personal experience, recently I had a blowout on my camper, which is a fifth wheel trailer. It's about 12,000 pounds, and all I had to jack up my camper was the jack that was inside my truck, and I can tell you it took forever. It was about an hour and 15 minutes from the time that I came to a stop to the time that I had a new tire on and I was rolling down the road. If I had one of these Easy Jacks, it would have taken about 10 minutes and I would have been not nearly as frustrated as I was when that had happened. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.